Okay, welcome to TISA. Okay, so this video is for students who arrived a little bit later than others. Okay, at TISA, every student has a learning journal. Okay, that we call a Mysite. So it looks a little bit like this, but this is the design website. So at some point over the TISA students' career, they have worked through this mini course, okay, which gives all the information about the Mysite project that they did, okay, and what they had to do. Now, the good news is you don't have to do all this, you don't have to do the assessment rubrics, but the link to this course is below in the description of this video, okay, so it might be useful just as reference, but you don't need to do anything in here. The only thing that you need to make reference to is the design specification, okay, which is here, and the essential stuff. So you have to make sure that your website, your Mysite, has all these details on, okay? Do not worry too much about the introduction page, about what the learning journal is for. Just have an introduction about yourself, okay? If you want to put extra stuff on, you can do. So let me just get another student's website up here. So yeah, okay, so if I type in here, design, so this is Rosa's Mysite, and if we go to the home page, you can see she's set up links to different pages about herself, things about the school, hobbies, activities, and travel. Okay, and she did all this in Google Sites. So if we click on the school page, you can see she's got a link going to all her separate subjects. Okay, also I can get to those through here, and she's also got a link to a service page, TAO page, and so on. Okay, if I go back to the home page, you'll also see that she's got a link with extracurricular activities that she's done, so sports and others. Okay, so there's lots of ways you can set this up, but this is an example of one student's design site. Let me type in another student's design. So let me go into okay, so this is another student's. As you can see, it looks a little bit different. They've got all their links on the main page there, okay, and they've got links to all their subjects along here, okay, and they've got the different units in there. So that just gives you an idea. Basically, you're making a website that's going to have a page for each of your subjects that you have, and a page for extracurricular activities, a TAO page, and well, if you're M5, personal project page. If you're any other year group, it'd be your service page, okay? But that's all in the description below, okay, for the design specification. Okay, right. Now, how do we create a Google site? Very easy. Once you're logged into Google, press the top right-hand corner here, press in Google Sites, and you want to select New Google Sites. Now, very important, if you don't have this New Google Sites option, it means that you're not using Google Chrome, okay? So open this up in Google Chrome and you'll have New Google Sites. If you don't, you're probably using Safari or another browser. So use Google Chrome. Select New Google Sites. As you'll see in a second, I have lots of different Google Sites here that I've worked on, okay? You'll have none. So you just press on this plus button here. Press on the plus button, and that creates my new Google site. So now we've done this, it's dead simple. We can change the title of our page, so this might be our home page. We might change the image, so we can go here, change the image, press, we can just select an image from the ones that are here, from the gallery, okay? Or we can do it by URL, so find one on Google. We can search for one, so maybe I want one about Manchester United. Okay, so there you go. Because that's my football team. I'm gonna select that. There you go. Old Trafford Theatre of Dreams. So there we go. I've selected an image there. And again, this is your site, so you can have any images you want, but maybe it should be to do with something about that. It's your site, so I'm going to put my site, Mr. M. Okay. You probably want a description of what this is. So welcome to my site. Okay, and then whatever you want in there. Okay. Maybe you want to put some information about who you are, where you're from. You might want to put an image in. So let's do another image. So my name is Mark, but obviously I'm not. This would be a picture of me. Okay, so pretend this is a picture of me. There you go. Put a picture of me in there, and maybe I've even do a video introduction. Okay. You can move that over. Okay. Again, you can put anything on this. You can put links in here as well. So maybe I put links to my pages on there. Okay. So if we go back to what you have to do, you have to have a page for each subject. So create a page for each subject. So we'll go back to where is it? There we go. Pages, and simply add a page. So we want one for maths. Okay. You're going to have English as well, so have one for English. Also, you're going to have one for science, and so on. Okay, dead simple. Okay, so now, as you can see in here, it's automatically adds those pages to your site. And then on your science page, so for each of these subjects, you'll need to have the ability to add a new page for each unit. So, for example, in science, I'm doing unit 1, I don't know, gravity. Okay, and that's the name of the unit. So that creates another new page, but look what happens here. It creates it up there, but I want it under science, okay? So there's two ways I can do this. One way is just drag it underneath there. So now, when I go under science, there's gravity there, okay? Another way is I could detach that from science, okay? So it's just another page. Okay, so now it appears there, but I don't want it to appear there, okay? So I hide from navigation. So now that little symbol there means it's not there, but it still exists. So I can go back to my science page now, and I can go insert, I'm going to insert a text box, unit 1, okay, gravity. I'll put that as a title, okay. Then I'm going to create a link. And look, it's got all the pages available to me, so I'm going to collect Unit 1 gravity. There you go. And that's a link to that page. So if we click on this preview, now that goes to Unit 1 gravity. And don't worry about what goes on this page. Your teacher will tell you what goes on each unit page. So just to add the units as you go into each of your subjects. So if I go back to the home page now, look, that's what my home page looks like. My math page is just a math page. Science page has got a link on, okay? And you can as long as you've got all these different aspects on your website, that's good. And again, don't worry too much about this, okay? But have a service page and so on. Okay, so if I go back now to my site, I could add a service page now if I wanted to. So service done, extracurricular done. Okay, so for your extracurricular page, you'll add information about all the extracurricular activities you're doing. Okay, you will keep this throughout the time you're here at TISA, so make sure it's usable. So on here you might put links to M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, so you can keep a record of everything you've done while you've been at TISA. Okay, so again, all these you can change the header type. You can it's a large, just a banner. You can then change the image like we did before. So you can upload your own image. You can search like we did. You can add one from Google Drive. You can just add one that's already there. Okay, so and there you go. It's changed. So make it look however you want to. Just make sure you've got those basics in. Right, the last thing you need to do once you've finished everything is you need to publish it. Okay, so you need to select an end thing. So I would suggest Mysite and then your name. Okay, so if it's Bill, but Bill, okay, and your surname. Now, you can't select anyone at TISA because then your teachers and your parents might not be able to see it, okay, well, won't be able to see it. So you need to select anyone on the web. If you particularly want it to be on public search engines, click here, but I would recommend not. I would just leave it at that. And then you publish it. Okay, so now when you do any changes, so if I added a new page, so everyone would just see these pages at the moment. If I added a new page, so so I haven't got a design page there, I had a design page. Okay, so that's being added. Done. Okay, so now it's there. But other people will not be able to see that until I press publish. Okay, so every time, so I can edit this, and people won't see any changes until I press publish. So that's important for you to know, because if you add some work on here for your teacher to look at and you don't press publish, they won't be able to see that new work you've added. Okay, the final thing is if you're sharing your site, okay, you go view publish site, and this is the link that you would share. You copy and paste that link, and people will be able to see your site now. Okay, so as you can see, you've got extracurricular, service, and so on. Okay, there are lots of other things you can do with this, but just play around with it. Okay, but really important, you need to make sure you've got a page for each of your subjects, plus service and extracurricular. Should also have a TAU page, but that's classed as a subject, so it should come underneath there. Okay. Any issues, please see Miss Favre or Mr. Monaghan, or ask your TAU teacher for help, or ask any of the students, because they all have a Mysite, so they'll be able to help you. Okay, good luck, bye-bye, and have fun.